I call the member for Fisher.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. Mr Deputy Speaker, on Monday, the federal court handed down yet another series of fines to our friends in the CFMMEU. Some $486,500 were handed down to the CFMMEU and 5 officials. Now, this was the 5th highest or largest fine that the CFMMEU have received since 2016. And since that time, they have racked up $17 million in fines for absolutely recalcitrant behaviour. And those opposites shake their head. It's very interesting. $17 million in fines. Now, subcontractors, Mr Deputy Speaker, you know that once upon a time in my history I was actually a builder by trade. Now, this is their modus operandi. One of the most important parts of a building site or a building construction project is when you pour concrete. And what the CFMMEU do is that they blockade, and this is what they did to receive these fines. They blockade the gates of the building site when they're just about to either start a pour or when they're doing a pour. This costs the project millions of dollars, depending, of course, upon the size of the project. It also costs mum and dad subcontractors who are working on that site lost time in wages. Now, what the CFMMEU did on this building site, which was the Barangaroo building site, was that they harassed and prevented people from entering into the site when they were doing this pour. They hurled abuse at anybody who tried to get into the building site, calling them effing scabs and filthy dogs. Official Luke Collier knowingly encouraged illegal action, saying, "Don't worry, boys, there's not enough coppers here to take us all away." Officials were attempting to coerce De Martin and Gasparini into a CFMMEU-approved enterprise bargain agreement. Judge Nicholas Manasaratis said that while officials admitted their illegal behaviour, they showed absolutely no signs of contrition. Now, just have a think about how much money the CFMMEU donate to the Labor Party. They donate to the Labor Party $1 million on average every single year, and yet the Labor Party continue to take their money, their blood money, because that's exactly what it is. Now, those opposite and everybody else in here rightly condemn domestic violence, but it's time for those opposite to condemn industrial violence, which is done by the CFMEU on an industrial scale.
I call the member for Cunningham.